Ooh, what's up, Internet? My name is David Webb.
I'm Arielle Edwards.
We get nerdy nightly.
And we thought we'd share it with you.
That is right. Welcome back to a Hump Day edition of the Nightly Morning Show.
Yeah, I guess you're not wrong. What does Hump Day mean?
It's the hump in the middle of the week.
Yeah.
Like it's like an office thing where they're like, if you can get over the hump of the middle of the week, you're almost to the weekend.
Okay, gotcha.
Because like Mondays, blah, Tuesdays, blah, but Wednesdays, the end is in sight. You can see you're starting to see the light at the end of the tunnel. I don't know why I'm doing a radio announcer voice this morning. My name is
For the
David
podcast
Webb.
listeners. Like,
You're listening to NERDY Radio.
What? Yeah, sure. Well, one day we'll have our own radio show.
I'm in a weird mood.
I know, I can tell.
I actually drank more than one drink last night. Mm-hmm. Because it was our good friend Scary Daydream's birthday. Scary, if you're awake, I hope you aren't. I hope you're sleeping.
I hope
that you're Our friend did a 24-hour stream yesterday for his birthday, midnight to midnight. Mm-hmm. And we ended up drinking a lot at the end of it. And people were just like, should we do another round of shots? And so we were all on video on Zoom, and I was like, oh, God, I should have just brought the bottle in here. Because every time we did another shot, I had to go to the kitchen, get more alcohol. But considering we haven't really had a lot of opportunities to celebrate with our friends in person for anything, this was kind of the first time I've gotten to celebrate with friends over something lately, and it was nice, honestly. It was really nice. We had so many wonderful, incredible friends. I don't want to list people because I don't want to miss anybody.
I know, there were so many people.
Except for my daughter, Fanta. Call your parents more often. We miss you.
Yes, please.
That D&D campaign was 2 months ago, I think.
No.
It was in October, wasn't it?
Yeah, but it was like the end of October.
Well, we're almost the middle of December.
It's like the...
Okay, it was a month and a half ago, and I'm never going to let that joke die.
I know you won't. I know. The chat knows as well. They know.
Yesterday, today's Fanta's birthday.
Yeah, Scary and Fanta traded off.
That was where I was going with that, and then I got distracted by...
Classic.
By you making me laugh. It is also our good friend Fantaxia's birthday. That's Fantaxxia. Please go drop into her chat today and wish her a happy birthday. Because we adore her. She is a delightful little bean. And we feel very grateful to have met her. And Mello, her husband. Who are like... We call them IRL friends now because we've met them IRL.
We've met them IRL.
They've been the only guests on the show.
Literally
the only guests on the morning show.
Yeah.
Because we want to keep our bubble closed.
Yep.
But yeah, please pop into Fantaxia's chat later today, y'all, and wish that wonderful human a happy birthday. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yesterday, I was streaming as Ned Flanders for the Movember stream.
That is true.
And I watched the original few years of The Simpsons. I was a big fan of the first 9 seasons.
Yeah.
I haven't really watched much since. Mm-hmm. I did not know until yesterday just how insane Ned Flanders' storyline gets.
Wait, oh, really?
I only know Ned Flanders as the okay diddly duckly neighbor, and people are like, oh no, he's murdered people now, and I'm like, what is happening in The Simpsons that Ned Flanders is a murderer? What done happened?
Oh, okay.
Maybe it was just my chat lying to me, and maybe I shouldn't put so much stock in what my chat says.
Yeah, maybe Google that.
It was something.
So you're like, wait, I am playing Valhalla, and...
Well, it makes murdering people in Valhalla easier.
Oh, okay. Well, that's good.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Sure. Yep. Mm-hmm. He killed his wife. Oh, good.
2 of his wives died. You're telling me it's not suspicious, is what Richard Sim7 in the chat says.
I see. It's on the internet, it's true.
Rockmage says we don't know that he murdered anyone. We just know he chopped up a body and dumped it.
Cool. Okay.
This is why I could never be an actual news reporter. I love doing the nerd news, y'all. I love it.
Yeah.
But it's pretty safe. Overall, if I mess up, if I laugh, generally no one's going to be upset with me. But I laugh when I'm uncomfortable. And so if I was a genuine, anchor on a television station and they brought in a story that was just like crazy violent, I would probably laugh while reading the news, but it would be out of discomfort.
Out of discomfort.
Like, I wouldn't be laughing at the situation, but I'd be like, this woman... Oh...
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
And then I would be fired.
Yeah. I feel that as well. I couldn't do it. I get so weird when I'm uncomfortable. I'm like...
Yeah.
So, I'm with you there.
We should do a morning show that's all real news one day and see how we handle it.
Ooh, dangerous.
One day when we have a teleprompter for this.
A teleprompter. Are we going to get to that point, do you think?
I don't know. We'll see. I would love to. I love doing this with you, and I love doing this with all of you. You guys, you make the morning show so fun.
That's the dream, y'all. That's our dream.
Mm-hmm.
To be able to afford a studio and a teleprompter.
We have many dreams. Like, we also would love to be TikTok famous. Go follow the Nerdy Nightly and Clarissa Cars on TikTok, y'all. We make below par TikToks.
Yeah.
That blow up and have almost 500,000 views.
Yeah, below average. It's fine. We're figuring it out.
It's not really a big step. Teleprompter apps bridge the gap. Yeah, Rock Mage, it's actually, getting a teleprompter is actually the easy part. It's, one of us would have to then write everything that would be on the teleprompter every day.
That's true.
And I do about 7 minutes of research in the morning for this show.
Okay, that's not true. You look at the news, like, several times throughout the day. You know, and then
I know. I'm always...
Give yourself more credit. Chat can write it live. I feel like that should be, like, a big goal.
If chat writes our teleprompter?
Yeah, like, chat is a teleprompter if we hit, like, a big goal.
I don't know about that.
It'd be, like, a bonus, like, Sunday episode or something.
It would have to go to, like, subscriber-only chat.
That's true.
Because we wouldn't want people popping in to do...
That is true.
Yeah.
Some crazy stuff. Yeah. No,
Big Kobe says, do one with all fake news and act like it's real. Well, Big Kobe, do we have the segment for you? Because it's time, y'all, for Claris Makes Up the News.
Why are we starting with that?
Because Big Kobe brought it up.
God damn it. Kobe, why you do this to me?
What's the news today, Claris?
The news today is that...
Let's be serious. This is the news.
Here's the news.
This is the news.
The news today is that... Oh, crap, what's his name?
This is why we need the teleprompter.
Oh my god, what's his name? Okay, now I have to come up with something else because I can't remember his name. And it's not funny if I can't remember his name. Oh god. Oh, got it. The news today. Fans are very disappointed to find out that Jason Momoa's hair in Aquaman is actually fake. And that's the news.
Wait, but it is.
Oh. I thought it was real.
In the on-land scenes it is, but the way they filmed the underwater stuff, for those of you who don't know, Aquaman is my favorite superhero.
There's lots of Aquaman in the room, just saying.
But for those of you who don't know, the way they filmed the underwater stuff is they slicked everyone's hair down, and then they CGI'd it out, and then they CGI'd floating hair into the movie.
That's
because they weren't filming underwater, they were filming so that people could talk and whatnot.
Yeah.
So they actually had to. If you watch behind the scenes stuff, everyone's hair is like slicked to their skull, and then they CGI'd it out and they put in floating hair in the water.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
That's actually cool.
Yeah, it is. If you've never seen the behind the scenes stuff from Aquaman, whether or not you like the movie, and you should like the movie, it's incredible. James Wan is a masterful director. The behind the scenes stuff on how they did it is really, really fascinating, because that movie is a technological marvel. Like that movie is unbelievable as far as like what they managed to pull off, how they managed to make the underwater. You haven't seen it yet, which is, I don't know how we've gotten this far into our relationship without you seeing Aquaman. The fact that we're married and you haven't seen Aquaman doesn't make sense to me.
Sorry.
But the way that they filmed all that stuff and the technological advancements that they made to make that movie work are mind-blowing. It's so cool. And Richard Sims is saying like how Sophie Turner's hair in Dark Phoenix was CGI'd. Probably also true. A lot of hair in movies is CGI though. Whenever there's like an effect where like the hair like You know?
I'm sorry. Where what? Gotcha. Thank you.
Yeah, you know.
That wasn't my best segment, but you know what? I learned something.
I loved it. That was hilarious. I love that you forgot Jason Momoa's name.
I kept wanting to say Khal Drogo, and I was like, it's not.
You could have. If you could have said Khal Drogo, I would have accepted that.
All right, fair enough.
I would have
Khal
accepted
Drogo
that.
in Aquaman.
I was reading something the other day. This isn't news. We're gonna get to this in a second. But I was reading something the other day where he was saying that after Aquaman, he was like, or no, after Khal Drogo, he was like poor, like because he didn't make that much money because it was the first season of a TV show. And like there was no work coming in, which for a while, like apparently he had a really tough year, which is insane to me that can happen. That you can be like one of the faces of one of the biggest properties on Earth, and you make so little money that you don't even, that's nuts to me.
That is wild.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, he's doing fine now, so.
Oh, God, yeah.
But
and he's so hot.
I know.
And his wife is so beautiful, and their kids are incredible. I can't remember her name.
Oh, is she an actor?
She's a singer, I think.
Oh, okay, cool. I didn't know.
But they have a beautiful relationship. I love Jason Momoa so much.
He's so just lovely and sweet, and his hair is majestic, and yeah. But no, yes, I do have a Mara cosplay that I'm working on, and I haven't seen the movie yet.
Lisa Bonet, that's it. Thank you so much, Taters. Yeah.
I'm gonna Google that later.
Yeah, and she's like stunning. Mm-hmm. She was on the Cosby Show. That's right. She was an actress.
Ooh, interesting. Okay.
And yeah, I love Jason Momoa.
Me too.
I at first didn't like his casting as Aquaman. And honestly, because I grew up with like the blonde, Aquaman that kind of looks like me, if I'm being completely honest. Mm-hmm. And that was probably a lot of the reason why I didn't like it. But I also was like, I didn't want Aquaman to be like primal. I didn't want Aquaman to be like Khal Drogo, and I think I was worried, because that's not how I picture Aquaman. I've always pictured Aquaman as being a regal, like he's the king of the ocean, and really, really, really quickly into his first appearance as Aquaman, I saw in Justice League, I saw that Jason Momoa was able to bring an element of living in two worlds to his performance that made the character just immediately make sense to me.
Right.
He really pulled off that idea that he is a king in one world and it grew up in another, but he doesn't really fit into either. Mm-hmm. And he just had that like transient kind of soul about him. Yeah. And it just immediately upon seeing him on screen, I was like, oh, I get this, and I'm super into it. Yeah. His performance is, I think his performance is great. I think he's one of the more interesting members of the Justice League cast. All right. Him and Gal Gadot are the two that I'm like, oh, I get your take on this character. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, cool. I don't know. Oh, and Henry Cavill. Those are the three for me that like absolutely work. Yeah. Ray Fisher as Aquaman, or as Cyborg, might work. We haven't seen enough of him.
Yeah, we don't know yet. That is TBD.
Yeah. And since we're going through it, Ezra Miller as the Flash is tough because I think that Grant Gustin is just kind of owning that role on television, and it's weird. They should have made Ezra Miller Wally West. They just should have. They shouldn't have kept him as Barry Allen because Grant Gustin is Barry Allen right now to me. And Ben Affleck as Batman was really cool, but also like didn't bring anything different to Batman in my opinion. Yeah. They just made him darker and grittier, and I was like, all right, that's not new.
Yeah. Sorry. Not my favorite.
My thoughts on the Justice League.
That's why people are here.
I guess. Why are people here? I don't understand.
For the news.
Big Kobe likes the ADHD Flash. All right.
I can't with Ezra Miller. I just can't now.
No.
I cannot believe that people have just forgotten that he like choked a child. But that's just me.
Yeah, but I mean, who knows? Maybe that's been settled, and maybe that person got a lot of money, and everyone's like, all right, well, they paid up.
Maybe. Who knows?
Rockmage says people are here because this is the only morning show they are aware of.
Same.
Fair.
Same.
Chomsky Live says, physically speaking, Jason being a god on screen doesn't hurt either. That's true.
That is true. I buy that.
If you needed to cast someone who would look like they could survive at the bottom of the ocean, Jason Momoa you're like, yeah, I buy it.
Yeah, 100%. I have no qualms with that whatsoever.
Should we get into the real news?
Mm-hmm.
All right, y'all. It is time to talk about Spiderman. Jonah J. Spiderman.
No.
I really hope Jameson's in this next movie. But according to Collider's Jeff Snyder. Do you know who that is?
No.
Jeff Snyder, for those of you who are Movie Trivia Schmodown fans, the In-Schneider, he is reporting that Amazing Spider-Man's Andrew Garfield is officially signed, sealed, delivered, ready to return as Peter Parker. The Hollywood Reporter yesterday also confirmed that Alfred Molina is going to reprise his role as Dr. Octopus for the movie. Tobey Maguire is still in talks, though. So of the three Spider-Mans, we have two confirmed, Tom Holland and Andrew Garfield.
Yep.
Tobey Maguire's talks are ongoing, but Andrew Garfield is confirmed and Alfred Molina is confirmed. They're coming back to play their roles, and this means that Tobey Maguire is probably they're just trying to throw out money. Probably.
Yeah, I'm sure that's what it is.
But in addition to those three, we are going to apparently see Kirsten Dunst back as Mary Jane Watson, and Emma Stone is expected to step back into the role of Gwen Stacy. This is all from a variety of sources, but Hollywood Reporter broke the first story, which is why it's our title story, that Alfred Molina is coming back as Doc Ock. To this date, I still think he was the best villain that Spider-Man has faced on screen yet. I do think that Vulture is a close second. Okay. I thought Michael Keaton's performance in the Vulture in Homecoming is really brilliant.
Yeah.
But Alfred Molina as Doc Ock is, I think, one of the villain performances that comic book villain movie characters are chasing right now.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
So that's gonna be an expensive movie.
Yeah, but it's Marvel. Like, they've got money.
No, I know. It's just like...
Here's the thing. You put all three of those Spidermans in a movie together, you put that poster out there, $1 billion.
Yeah, yes.
Billion. You could have movie theater capacity at 10%. That movie makes $1 billion.
Yeah.
Because I will go see it every day for 6 weeks.
No, it's just like wild to me. Like, that's so many like big people, big names in one movie. Like I can't imagine like talking in that scale of numbers. You know.
Well, but the thing is, if anyone is prepared to do something like this, it is Marvel.
Oh, for sure.
Like, they've done this so many times now.
Yeah.
They've done Civil War. They've done like
Endgame,
Infinity War.
Totally.
They've kind of already figured out how to make the financials of this work.
Yeah.
So it's not like it's a studio that's like, oh god, like, we're gonna try this crazy thing. Like, Marvel's like, all right, so the next big event is going to be this. But they're also saying that like a Multiverse of Madness might be a huge event with multiple stars in it. So you know, these movies are it's the whole television show thing that I talk about, right? Like, the Marvel Universe is a very, very, very expensive television show with 2.5-hour episodes.
Yeah.
And the television show is just going to keep going, and these actors are going to keep showing up because these are the most profitable movies right now.
Yep.
Statistically, like, this franchise does not have a money loser.
No.
These movies are loved, and it helps your career to be in one, because I promise you're going to get other movies.
Oh, yeah.
You know, like, Tobey Maguire has not maybe been in the most things lately, but he's going to have a renaissance of interest.
Yeah. Well, and a lot of people love his Spider-Man.
I do.
Yeah,
I was raised on that.
Like, yeah. Oh, and that's like, that is a big deal. Like, people like, yeah, that's the thing about getting this many people in, is there's a group of people that will come in just for this person or just for this person, and so when you get them all together, you know, you've got like a powerhouse, and I'm honestly super stoked for it. Even if, like, I love seeing big actors in like not huge roles. You know, like, there's not gonna be room in every single. There's not gonna be room in this movie for every single person to be the main character at all times, you know what I mean?
Oh, I'm going to call it now. The majority of the people I just mentioned will not be in the first hour of the movie.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, and maybe they will, but like, we have to deal with the fact that at the end of... This is a spoiler for Far From Home, so I'm very sorry, but like, if you haven't seen it...
Plug your ears.
Why are you watching The Nerdy Nightly right now? Go watch Far From Home. It's such a good movie.
It's so good.
Jake Gyllenhaal is so hot.
Yeah.
In that scene where he's wearing the white t-shirt. Sorry. Oh, no, wait, that's not in the movie. That was a real life I saw him.
Okay, I was like, I don't know what scene you're talking about, but like, cool.
I went to see a play downtown, the off-Broadway run of What the Constitution Means to Me. This really, really cool play that I actually ended up going to Broadway later that year. And I was sitting 3 seats down from Jake Gyllenhaal, and he was wearing this white shirt, just like a white t-shirt, and I was like, but he looks better in a white t-shirt than I look in a freaking tuxedo, and it is not fair. That man is so hot. Oh my god, I thought he was hot in movies, but then I saw him in real life, and I was like,
dang.
That was also a year, I also sat like 2 seats down from Maggie Gyllenhaal earlier in the year, and I was like, this is so weird.
You're
like I just keep
second.
running into these siblings.
That's amazing, though.
But at the end of Far From Home, J. Jonah Jameson outs that Peter Parker is Spider-Man.
Yes.
And
Yikes.
This movie kind of has to deal with that. Like, the fallout of that. The main thrust of this movie has to be...
It has to be. You can't do something that big and then just leave it. You know what I mean? Like, people will riot. I would be upset. So yeah, literally, the plot of this movie is going to be, okay, Spider-Man is Peter Parker. How do we deal with this?
Yeah. Oh my god, the chat's moving so fast, but Chomsky Live says, what are your opinions on Into the Spider-Verse opening up the crossover option? I would love if the Miles Morales from Into the Spider-Verse was in this movie as like an animated character in a real world.
Oh my god.
I would love that.
That would be
be
fun.
so... If they did it Who Framed Roger Rabbit style, and it is Tobey Maguire, Andrew Garfield, Tom Holland, and then animated Miles Morales, I would die. That would be so freaking cool. And if he was to scale, but he still kind of moved like in his animation style in a fight sequence. Can you imagine Tom Holland's Spider-Man fighting side by side with an animated Spider-Man against like an animated villain and a real world villain? That would be so dope. It would
be so complicated, but like, I'm here for that.
It would be so complicated.
Like, I don't think that's what we're gonna get, just because like that would be wild, but that would be really cool.
It would be so cool. I want oh my god, wait, they're saying Emma Stone's gonna be in Gwen Stacy in this movie. If Emma Stone shows up as Ghost Spider, but everyone knows her as Spider-Gwen, that's what I want. I want to see Emma Stone as Spider-Gwen.
Yeah. I'm down for that.
Oh my god. Just here's the thing. Marvel, give Emma Stone an alternate universe Spider-Gwen movie. Because if anyone can carry that crap, it's Emma Stone.
Yeah.
Be like, Emma, hey, we're so sorry that your movie Cruella is going to go to Disney+, but in order to pay back for that, you're going to be Spider-Gwen, because well, actually, no, I would want Spider-Gwen to be younger. Because I would want to see, like, the high school part of the Spider-Gwen story, but I just think Emma Stone would crush that.
Yeah, she would. But, yeah, that's tough.
I used to find her
I'll
so
do
attractive.
It's fine.
Emma Stone.
She's very attractive.
I used to find... Well, okay, but... So, Emma Stone is one of my best friend's cousin.
Oh, yeah. I remember you telling me that.
And so, Emma Stone was like an actress that I definitely had a crush on. And then my buddy Robbie is her cousin. And they look enough alike that I can't look at her anymore without seeing him.
Yeah.
And so I have a very different relationship with her.
That is fair. But she's very hot.
Oh yeah, very attractive. But there's just a part of me that's like, oh yeah, but you kind of look like Robbie.
Yeah. No, you know what? That is fair. That is understandable.
Yeah. I adore her though. I'm so excited for that Cruella movie.
Yeah, I didn't even know that was happening. But
yeah, she looks the photos from it that they've released. There's only a couple out there, but they are so cool.
I'm excited.
And she's the best. Easy A, y'all. Easy A is still one of my favorite.
Easy A is a masterpiece.
It's so good.
It's so good. She was also amazing in the Netflix show with
Jonah Hill. Psycho or Maniac or
Maniac.
I never watched it.
Oh, you haven't?
No.
Oh my god, it's really good. It gets weird, but like I don't know, they pull it off. They pull it off. I'm a big fan actually of that show.
I'll have to check that out because I adore her and I love Jonah Hill. They're both just incredible.
I honestly think he's better as a dramatic actor than he is as a comedic actor.
Oh god, yeah, Wolf of Wall Street.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Jonah Hill is so freaking good in that movie.
Yeah, guys, watch Maniac.
Melibard says I loved her in Zombieland. Yeah, she is everyone in Zombieland. That first, the second one is good too. I really enjoyed the second Zombieland, but that first Zombieland movie is like it's brilliant. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Jesse Eisenberg, is that his name? Did I get his last name right?
I haven't seen it.
He is more talented than a lot of the movies that he gets in. He's one of those people like, and obviously Social Network is brilliant and he's so good in that. But he's one of those people who like he sometimes ends up in projects that have like mediocre scripts that the movie still works because he's so talented that like he makes it work.
Yeah.
Other than his Lex Luthor, which I didn't like, but everything else he's done, I really adore. And of course, Woody Harrelson. Woody Harrelson's the best.
Oh yes.
The best part of the Hunger Games movies, and the Hunger Games movies have a lot of good parts to them, but Woody Harrelson is the best part.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, Elizabeth Banks.
Yeah, but Elizabeth Banks. No, it's Woody Harrelson. Elizabeth Banks doesn't have to carry as much of the like emotional damaged like.
Yeah, okay.
Up until the end, her character's pretty much fun.
I don't know. I always found her character super fascinating because it's her job to put a positive spin on this horrible thing. And
that's
like, like you can actually see that inner conflict at times. And and I think that how she did it was very well done. I don't know. The two of them really make that movie for me.
We were talking about Spider-Man, right?
We were talking about Spider-Man. That was a thing that we were...
So we have all these villains coming back. What are you excited to see Alfred Molina back? Because it's been 20 years, so he's gonna be older now.
That's how time works.
I know. Here's the thing. I wanna be careful about how I approach this because I don't want to be offensive. You know what I mean? I don't want to say like, but there is a certain element of Doc Ock is a rather physical character.
Yeah.
Sure. Are people's expectations going to be too high for what can actually be pulled off? Given. I mean, how old is Alfred Molina now? You know what I mean?
Yeah, we can look it up. I don't know. Like, here's the thing. Marvel would not be putting this together in a way that wouldn't work. I trust them. I trust.
Oh, it's only 67 actually. That's not that bad.
Yeah.
For some reason, I thought he was going to be closer to 80, and I was like, I don't want to see like.
No, I mean, yeah, he'll be fine.
Part of it's not even like that he can't do the stunts. There's a part of my brain that's like, I'm not sure I want to watch Spider-Man beat up an 80-year-old man.
Right. And here's the thing, though. Like, I think Marvel is going to spin it however they need to make this work. They also have the technology to, like, de-age if they need to because of timeline stuff. Like, I don't know. Like they will make it work. I'm not worried, and I don't think he would be, like, coming back if it wasn't in his... Like, if it was going to be... weird. I don't know what the right descriptor for that is, but
Joe Lurker brings up that Vulture was originally an old man, and Joe, I always reading comics as a kid, I always felt weird about Spider-Man fighting the Vulture because they draw the Vulture as if he is like the thinnest, most like frail old man in every comic, and then you're just watching Spider-Man bloody him up, and I'm like, I get that he's a criminal, but he's so old, like. Yeah. He does, and also he doesn't have superpowers. So like, I don't want. I'm like, you are super strong, and he is 85.
Yeah.
You're going to kill him. Like, there's no way he survives this.
Yeah.
It's just one of those weird things. There's some weird stuff in comics where you're like, a lot of Spider-Man's villains, like Doc Ock, doesn't have superpowers. But Spider-Man is super strong. Like, Spider-Man can lift a car above his head strong. If Spider-Man were to legitimately punch Doc Ock in the face, Doc Ock's head would blow up.
Yeah.
Like, his
skull would cave in.
And this idea that they're having this fist fight, I'm like, no, you're gonna murder that man.
Yeah.
Slow down.
Yeah. Yeah, it's definitely a weird line to play around, just because, yeah, like a lot of like super strong villain or super strong like heroes fighting like regular villains, like regular people villains. I'm always like, this shouldn't probably be as much of a struggle as it is. You know what I mean? Like,
well, it's the problem with the Flash TV show, right? Where it's like, why does Flash have any problems? He moves... the other speedsters, sure. The other speedsters, I get. Like, they also move fast. But the Flash moves so fast that there is no reason for any of these villains to ever be a problem.
No, you could literally run up and, like, knock him out. Like, you could hit him however many times you needed to knock him out before they could even blink.
Well, and there's times in the Flash TV show where they'll be like, Barry, can you search the city? And he, like, runs around the city in, like, 2 minutes. And he's like, I couldn't find it anywhere. And then there's times where a villain is in a warehouse and the villain, like, leaves the warehouse and Barry, like, leaves and he's like, they got away. And I'm like, wait, what?
How did
last episode, you searched the whole city in 2 minutes, and you're telling me that a villain who has a gauntlet that shoots light beams was able to escape the warehouse? And so you just have to be like, it doesn't matter.
He needs like some. It doesn't matter so much.
You have to watch all of these things being like, it doesn't matter so much. Remember in Superman 2 when Superman flies the Earth backwards, spins it backwards by flying around it, and time reversed, and he saved Lois Lane's life? That was a thing that happened, and we all went, oh, wow.
Yep. Sure do remember that.
Shut up, that movie's a masterpiece. How did they get around Doc Ock's death? Board of Nerd, this is going to be some multiverse stuff.
There's going to be shenanigans.
So, it might not be the Doc Ock from the movie.
Yeah.
It'll be a Doc Ock from a multiverse planet. Which is why I think that Gwen Stacy could be Spider-Gwen, and I want it.
Yeah.
I want her in the suit. Oh my god.
Yeah, I want it. They have this, this is such a tangent, but like they have this really cute like Spider-Gwen Christmas sweater, like ugly Christmas sweater, and I want it.
Alright. I still have no idea what I'm getting you for Christmas.
I don't know what I'm getting you for Christmas, so that's great.
Marriage. Big Kobe is annoyed by the intro to The Flash, I am the fastest man alive, which is funny because almost every season there's someone faster than him.
Really?
Almost every season.
How many speedsters are there?
Oh, God. On The Flash. Not in comics.
Yeah.
Okay. There's like 5 Godspeeds, but I'm going to call Godspeed one person. So, 8, I think, so far?
Wow, so this is actually like pretty common. Flash isn't that special.
Yeah, Flash, Reverse Flash, Kid Flash, well, actually, then Jay Garrick, not Jay Garrick, yeah, Jay Garrick is also there. Zoom, Godspeed, his daughter, and then Iris is technically a speeder for that one episode, so maybe 9, actually. Yeah, I think there's 9 speedsters. That's always a thing in Flash comics, though. He's always racing other speedsters. And his greatest villain is Eobard Thawne, who is the Reverse Flash, who is a man from the future who created his own Speed Force, and then traveled back in time and killed Barry's mom.
What a dick.
Yeah. Which is what made Barry the Flash.
Interesting.
Yeah, Eobard Thawne creates the scenario to create his own nemesis in the past. In a thing that creates sort of a paradoxical loop. But it's really, their story is amazing. If you've never read Flash Rebirth, go watch it, or go read it. It is a Jeff Johns comic,
okay.
And it is really excellent. If you also want a really good Flash comic, Flashpoint, the comic series, is really good. It led to the New 52, which ended up being kind of pointless because it only lasted a few years. Now we're on DC Rebirth. But the Flash Rebirth and Flashpoint are 2 really, really excellent comics, both written by Jeff Johns. And one of my favorite comic book writers is Jeff Johns, and they're both excellent.
Okay.
Yeah. Should we move on? Should we move on from Spider-Man, or is there anything else you want to say about this? Alfred Molina, I love you. I can't wait to see you back.
Yeah, I'm very excited for this. Every time we get more news about Spider-Man, I'm just like, oh yeah.
In other Sony Pictures news, Monster Hunter, which we keep talking about.
We do.
This is the gift that keeps on giving, y'all. Monster Hunter has moved its release date.
Yes.
It was supposed to come out on December 25th, Christmas Day.
And now it's coming out earlier.
Yes. Monster Hunter is now coming out in a week.
Yeah.
Monster Hunter comes out next Friday in Canada and the United States. If movie theaters are open, which they're not in Toronto.
They won't be in Toronto,
But yeah, if you want to see the movie Monster Hunter, you can see it in a week. This announcement came with an apology. So if you haven't been following, Monster Hunter was pulled from Chinese theaters over a joke that's in the movie that's not a joke. Let's call it 3 lines that are in the movie. And so the director, Paul W.S. Anderson, who is white, it should be noted, made this apology at the same time that they changed the release date. I'm absolutely devastated that a line from our movie Monster Hunter has offended some audience members in China. I apologize for any anxiety or upset that this line and its interpretation has caused. Monster Hunter was made as fun entertainment, and I am mortified that anything within it has caused unintentional offense. We have respectfully removed the line from the movie. It was never our intention to send a message of discrimination or disrespect anyone. To the contrary, at its heart, our movie is about unity. Which I think is an apology, and I'm glad that they made an apology.
An apology. The first couple lines of that are some bull, but that's fine.
What do you mean?
I mean,
I believe that he's devastated. His movie got pulled.
No, but it's and the interpretation, I'm like, how else? What do you mean by interpretation?
Well, I think that he's saying that he was not trying to reference the Dirty Knees rhyme.
What was he referencing then?
I don't think he was referencing anything. Honestly, I think it's just dumb. You know what I mean?
Somebody on that production team,
Oh, sure, yeah. But I don't think that he went into it being like, oh, haha, we're gonna make fun. We're gonna I do not believe that his intention was to offend Chinese people.
No.
You know what I mean? That would be insane.
Yeah.
If his intention was to offend Chinese people.
Here was
I think they messed up.
Yeah.
And they thought, I honestly think that he was like, oh, this is going to be a throwaway nothing. We just want to show that these are military dudes, so they're inappropriate. I think that they were trying to show that they were edgy military people who, when they're out on patrol by themselves, they tell dumb jokes. And I think that they were, I haven't seen the movie yet, but I'm assuming, based on the sequence, which I've seen the video of, they were this will be an edgy thing for them to say because they're rough and tumble military dudes who don't give a crap. And I think it was literally, because it's 2 seconds of the movie, I think it was meant to be literally nothing.
Yeah.
And they were like, this is going to pass as a moment that nobody gives a crap about. We just need to fill a little bit of time to get to the next sequence. And instead, everyone cared a lot about it. And I genuinely, I understand that.
Yeah.
I think that it's insane that it made it past the script stage.
Well, yeah, that's what I mean. The fact, my thought this morning was honestly what kind of, what are you doing?
I just accidentally put my finger in my coffee.
Cute. My thought this morning was, what kind of reality do you live in?
Where you don't know how sensitive people are about race stuff right now?
Yeah, what kind of bubble do you exist in? What was your upbringing like? I would love to live in Hollywood for a day. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? I am so curious about how these people think, and what I don't know, it's one of those things where I'm I'd love to experience that rich privilege just for 24 hours.
Mm-hmm.
To know what it's like to be so dissociative,
mm-hmm.
Is that the right, with big things in the world, important things. It's so odd to me.
It's It's also surprising me because Monster Hunter is an Asian property. Like, it's not even like an American thing. It is literally something made... It comes from an Asian cultural thing that Americans turned into an American movie, but Monster Hunter is a Japanese franchise.
Yeah.
And it's an incredible franchise. I love those games. I've been a fan of Monster Hunter my whole life. I've been playing I've been playing Monster Hunter for 2 decades.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I love these games, and I love Japanese video games. I mean, I'm a diehard Nintendo and Sony boy, but the fact that you would take something, it would be like making an American adaptation of an anime and putting in things that are racist towards Asian people in it, and you'd be like, wait, but you literally took their culture and then used it to make fun of them. That's what's so insane to me about this whole thing, is that it's like, the one race that you make fun of in your movie is the race that is like the foundation of this franchise.
It's very... I'm just really confused as to this whole thing. Just because, like I said yesterday, this had to make it through so many different people and so many different departments to get into the final cut of the movie.
Yeah. It's just a blunder. So, and honestly, I don't think anyone... It's not like offensive enough that I think that there was bad intention.
No, I'm not like... Here's the thing.
It's just dumb.
I'm not like, these people are all terrible people. Like, that's definitely not how I feel towards it. That's what I mean. I would love to spend 24 hours in that mindset and just know what they were thinking and what their, like, day-to-day life is like.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's...
you can watch the movie a week earlier.
Yeah.
If you want. We can't, but I'm going to go see this movie in theaters.
We'll probably, like, have to drive out for an hour or something to somewhere that's...
Yeah, we can't do that until the lockdown's over, though.
No, I know. But even when the lockdown ends, I don't know if I want to... If I really want to go in Toronto. I think I might feel safer
drive to Barrie or something.
Somewhere more rural. Yeah. And, maybe just, like, take a day, like, after the morning show and, like, take a day off and, like, drive around, go see a movie, get, like, some dinner.
That'd be nice.
And,
that would be nice.
Yeah. And then we can tell you guys what we thought of the movie. Maybe that's what we'll do next Friday.
Oh, maybe.
The day it comes out.
No, lockdown won't be over yet.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah. I think it's the Monday after.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll have to look into that.
Oh, lockdown. The fun thing is that we're in quarantine until Sunday.
Yeah.
But then we're still in lockdown. So we go from quarantine to lockdown. It's great.
Well, it's nice. We can at least leave the house.
Yeah, we have not left the apartment in, 10 days?
Yeah, something like that. It's wild.
It's a good thing we like each other.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, we're in Toronto right now. It is shut down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Patty Jenkins has responded to her movie Wonder Woman 1984 releasing on streaming. I think everyone was kind of waiting to hear what she had to say about this. Because the first statements that were on everybody's social medias, Gal Gadot's, hers, felt very like, we are so excited for this movie to be released, and like, it had that kind of feeling to it.
Yeah.
But everyone kind of wanted to hear some more in-depth takes on what it is like to make a movie this big that's going straight to streaming. And Patty Jenkins said, if you had told me a year ago that we would ever go straight to streaming in any way, shape, or form, I would have flipped out. I'm not for that plan in general. I'm very pro theatrical release, and I will be that again as soon as this is over. However, this is such a crazy year. It's such a crazy year. It's like all of us are trying to figure out with our lives how to do everything the best we can. I'm going to skip a little bit here, but she says, there was no good option. I literally gasped a bit when the pitch for this idea was said, because I was like, oh, the idea of it going into people's homes on Christmas Day, that's actually pretty incredible to get to share. And I think that there is something to that. If it weren't for the HBO Max announcement for next year, that all their movies are going to HBO Max next year, the Wonder Woman announcement didn't bug me. Because I get that this movie has to come out. Like, the movie can't sit on a shelf forever. They've got plans. Like, they can't push their entire plan down the road. They've got other movies that have to come out.
Yeah.
So I think it is kind of cool of her to be like, you know what? I didn't like it until I thought about people getting my movie on Christmas Day as like a Christmas gift. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I think that that's actually that's sweet. And I'm glad that she has that perspective now.
Yeah. Yeah, putting aside the rest of the HBO
seriously.
Max stuff, like putting that aside, I think that for this movie, it's a good choice.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's, in a sense, like a kind gesture.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, to give it to people on Christmas who want to see it. Because Wonder Woman means a lot to a lot of people.
Yeah.
You know, like there are a lot of young girls who love to watch their favorite female superhero icon kick butt. You know what I mean? Yeah, I think that's I think it's gonna mean a lot to a lot of people, and I'm glad that that's her take on it. You know, like I'm glad that she sees it that way, as opposed to like losing money or something like that. You know, it is Christmas, and it's very much in the spirit of the season, and you know that does make me happy.
Yeah, I'm excited for the movie. Barring that one clip that I saw that I wasn't a huge fan of, I'm excited for the movie overall. And I love Pedro Pascal and Kristen Wiig. Like, you couldn't have two better villains right now.
So I want that gold cosplay.
Oh, I know, the Golden Eagle armor.
Oh my god. And here's the thing, like, Tino has, like, prints for it. It's just, like...
expensive.
Yeah.
Well, we'll get there. We'll get there. I'm excited for this movie. I really am. I wish that we had a way to watch it. Because I'm not sure that we will. That's going to be interesting. Like, I legitimately don't know if we're going to be able to see the movie.
It will come out in theaters in Canada.
Yeah, I just don't know. Provided the lockdown actually ends on that Monday, I don't know if we're going to be able to see this movie the week that it comes out, but I hope that we can. Because I've been looking forward to this movie for a long time. As much as the end of the first Wonder Woman was hit or miss for me, the rest of that movie I really love, and I'm really excited to see where this character goes. I want to see the DCEU continue, because I'm liking the majority of it, and this year pushing everything back has pushed back their plans to move that franchise forward, and I just want to see it succeed, and I want to see Patty Jenkins succeed because I think that she's incredible, and her I just want them to give her more movies. Like, I know she probably doesn't have time between getting this Wonder Woman out and then working on Wonder Woman 3.
Yeah,
but I just want to see her make more movies because I love the way that she shoots the world.
Yeah, she's fantastic.
Shouldn't Shui just talk to the chat for a second while I do some quick Googling?
Dave's gonna do some Googling. I'm the same. Like, I didn't love the end of the last Wonder Woman movie, and I can lay that out, but I still love watching Wonder Woman, like, just as like a strong female. It means a lot to me, and like for Christmas, I really hope that either we're out of lockdown or that like there is a theater that we can drive an hour or two to go to see it.
Oh my gosh.
What?
Oh my gosh.
We have news.
You guys! Breaking news! Shin, thank you for bringing this in. Oh my gosh.
Thank you, Chomsky.
This just broke.
Yeah.
This just broke. This is, sorry to go back to the Spider-Man storyline. Thank you for those biddies, Chomsky. But
thank you, Chomsky.
Charlie Cox might be returning as Daredevil in Spider-Man 3. According to Murphy's Multiverse, Charlie Cox will return as Matt Murdock Daredevil. This has reportedly been set in stone for several months now, and Common Sense says that Matt will be Peter Parker's lawyer. What did I say on the show the other day? What did I want? What did I want in this movie? I wanted Matt Murdock to be Peter Parker's lawyer. What the heck? I called this
You did.
last week.
You did.
I like, pew! Nailed it. I freaking nailed it. Holy crap.
My God.
Thank you so much, Shin, for bringing this in, and thank you for those biddies, Chomsky. That is so dope. I know. I need to start saying more things that I want on the show, because apparently I can will things into the universe.
Yeah, I love it. That's a great talent.
I want Emma Stone as Spider-Gwen in this movie.
It's gonna happen.
This is so cool.
Yeah.
I just went from being like, we're doing a morning show to like, we're doing a freaking morning show. Y'all. Charlie Cox.
Yeah, that's gonna be fun.
He's just so good as Matt Murdock. Like, he really is. Oh my God. I really hope this means that his team is there. I hope Foggy and Karen Page. I really want Deborah Ann Woll, and I can't remember the actor's name who plays Foggy. but I want them to be on the legal team. They probably won't have huge parts because you can't give the whole legal team a lot of lines, but
right.
I would love for them to be like in the courtroom scene sitting there.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
That's gonna be fun. I'm excited. Like we talked about that like plot line that like and I was like, I want that. That's awesome.
I called
I'm very
it.
Excited. That's so cool.
Oh my god, y'all, this is dope.
It's funny. We always seem to get news that breaks like right at the end of our show.
Everyone apparently 11 Eastern because I think that's 8 a.m. Pacific when Hollywood wakes up. Thank Orange actually because I got the news from. Well, thank you OrangeCoon15 from the Twitch for because we would have talked about it tomorrow, but I got to get all excited on air. Because if you the thing about doing the show is that usually by the time we're here, I'm not as excited about the news because I've known about it for hours. Like when I found out that Alfred Molina was going to be in Spider-Man last night.
Oh, you were on stream, weren't you?
I think I was on stream, and I got very excited.
Yeah.
The reason that we do this is because I get very excited about all of these things. I'm so happy. That's going to be so cool. Mm-hmm. Matt Murdock as a freaking lawyer for Spider-Man is one of my favorite comic book storylines. Mm-hmm. Like, it's just, it's one of those things I'm like, this is so cool. Yeah. It's such a cool, thing in the comics. And to see that in a movie, I just want it. I just want it so bad. That's fun. Now you need to watch Daredevil.
Oh boy, yeah.
You say that, but the season 3 of Daredevil, God, it's good.
No, it's not.
So good.
It's just that there are so many things on the list.
Oh yeah,
we gotta watch Doctor Who before.
But we'll push Daredevil back. We'll watch it. We'll like do a lead up to Spider-Man 3 with Daredevil.
I was gonna say that'll be when the movie comes out.
Yeah, and we're gonna have to watch all the Spider-Man movies again.
Oh yeah.
Which means we'll have to watch Spider-Man 2 again, but Amazing Spider-Man 2.
That's fine. We should pick one of them and do like a watch along.
Ooh, that'd be fun. Yeah.
Pick one of
maybe if they're on Amazon, we could do that. But
yeah.
All right. We got plans. Guys, we have one last news story for the day. That took a quick, very fun detour, but we do have one last news story today, and that is that tomorrow is the Game Awards.
Yeah.
It is also the Disney investor call. So we're going to learn a lot of new properties tomorrow. There's going to be a lot of announcements tomorrow.
It's going to be lots of news.
Get ready for that. But we have reports that there's going to be 12 to 15 brand new video games announced during the Game Awards yesterday, which makes sense. It's a new console generation. There's got to be a lot of things coming down the pike. If there was one thing that you want to get a hard announcement on tomorrow, as far as games are, what would it be?
A date for Elder Scrolls 6.
Really? That's your number one thing?
I don't know. That's my go-to because I got Skyrim on the brain.
That's fair. That's fair. I think that'd be great. I think that
I don't think we're gonna get it.
You don't?
No, I don't. I don't think we're gonna get it. I think we're gonna get Elder Scrolls 6 in 2026.
Why?
Because it's Bethesda.
Haven't they been at it for 5 years?
Yeah. Yes, they have.
That's wild. I guess they're still selling Skyrim on every device, so they have money.
They're fine. ESO came out and whatever. It's a lot of people love it.
People play that one still, right?
Oh yeah.
Has ESO gone free to play yet?
I think there is a version of free to play. Actually, okay. I'm not sure.
I don't know. I've never played it.
I tried it once for 2 hours, and it just wasn't for me. And I don't know if I was just having a bad day.
That's fair.
But, it's okay. Yeah, there is a free-to-play. I was like, did I buy it? I don't think I bought it.
RMK Bird Alive wants a Metroid Prime 4 reveal. That would make sense.
Yeah. What was that game? We watched the trailers.
I don't think that... No, they said that these are brand new, never announced games.
Okay, you say one, and I'm going to think.
I'm really hoping for, a trailer for the new God of War.
Oh, cool.
I'm hoping that that's going to be in there. I'm really hoping that we'll get dates for some of the games that are supposed to come out in early 2021. Deathloop for PlayStation, I really want that. I hope we get a hard date for that. Because that game looked really cool. That trailer was really dope. If I have to go with a brand new game, that's actually really tough, right? Because then you're talking about something that you don't know. There is a new Dragon Age that is apparently going to be unveiled tomorrow.
I think I want a Subnautica type game, like a survival exploration game with an amazing storyline, but like medieval, kind of more fantastical setting, like kind of like Skyrim Vikings-esque. Because like I'm really like that's my genre. On the brain. That's my genre, but like. Yeah, like a survival exploration.
Everything is Vikings right now.
I know it is.
Literally, like the new God of War, that Rune 2 game I played, Assassin's Creed Valhalla, the last season of Vikings. Like, Norse mythology is the... And honestly, I blame the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Thor. They brought Thor, and like, because Chris Hemsworth is so hot as Thor, Vikings came back as a thing.
Yeah, I buy that.
Because, like, it's been what? Like, Thor was 2010?
When did Vikings come out, the show?
2015?
Really?
Yeah, it's on season 5 or 6. It's not a 12-year-old show. Like, Chris Hemsworth has been Thor for 10 years.
Yeah.
Which is... I feel so old. When I think about the fact that Chris... Like, when I think about the fact that Hugh Jackman was Wolverine for 20 years of my life...
Sorry.
Cool. New Middle Earth game Shadow of War 3, says Bawa. That would be dope.
Oh, that would be really cool.
Really dope.
That would be awesome.
I want a new like Middle Earth game. That not Shadow of War. I want like a new Middle Earth game. Oh, we're getting Gollum.
Oh,
that's the new Middle Earth game.
Right. We are getting Gollum. But no, I want something lighter. I want to be like a Hobbit. What?
Just want to be like making tea. Oh my god! I want an Animal Crossing style Shire.
Of the Shire.
I want to have a farm in the Shire, Animal Crossing style. That would be. I would play 1 billion hours.
Oh my!
And Gandalf comes to visit.
Oh my god!
And throws parties.
I love it.
Once a month in game, you have to be playing at a certain time for your time zone because it's like the time that Gandalf passes through.
Yeah. I want that so bad.
Can you imagine?
I would love that.
Oh my god, that'd be so fun.
Oh my god.
And you play like a hobbit who like, it's like literally like Harvest Moon style where you're like, you take over your grandfather's farm and you have to like build it up and you get to like go to the Green Dragon Inn and like sell your turnips there and like buy drinks and sit with your hobbit friends.
But there's like semi-fantastical events, you know what I mean? Like
yeah, but it's never violent.
Yeah,
it's truly
all
Animal
just,
Crossing.
Like, nice.
Guys, I just figured out the greatest video game ever.
I love it. I need this crossover.
Oh, I want it so bad now. Why do I keep coming up with things that I want so bad that aren't gonna happen?
Manifest it.
In Lord of the Rings Online, you can play a hobbit and do many tasks in Hobbiton, like carrying pies.
Wow.
I've never played Lord of the Rings Online. Is it good?
I've heard good things. It has a small but strong community, from what I know. But I haven't actually tried it. Yeah.
I didn't love the Old Republic MMO. Mm-hmm. But it's because I've never really played an MMO, and I'm not going to lie, like, I just don't think MMOs are my style of game.
That's fair. I loved RuneScape. So
RuneScape RuneScape is its own thing. RuneScape isn't like Old Republic falls into the like World of Warcraft, like there's a style of MMO that is those. RuneScape is almost more like Animal Crossing-ish. Like there's a lot of like mining and farming and like it's more like living your life in that world. Okay. And it's less like go kill this thing. Your new mission is to go kill this thing. Go into the wild and kill this thing.
Yeah, unless you're doing like quests specifically.
Sure, I just mean that like there's not a lot of non-quest stuff and the types of, it's all like go to this PvP encounter with 40 other people and fight these other 40 people and and then that's fun and I get why people are into it. It's just not my style of game.
Totally.
Yeah, I like my single player experiences mostly. I like my stories.
That's fair. I mean, for me, what was super fun, honestly, about RuneScape was just like, texting your buddy, let's go like farm like green dragon skins or whatever. You know what I mean? And then you just like hanging out and like getting this stuff. But
I think I might enjoy an MMO more if there was like a friend of mine that we were like, let's do this together.
Yeah.
playing it by myself, I was a little... Because there was that one time I streamed The Old Republic, and that guy was like, oh, I'll come and we'll hang out. And I was like, oh, it was actually fun, like, hanging out with him in the game. I did enjoy that.
Yeah, for sure.
Rockmage says, in Lord of the Rings Online, you play while the story of the ring is going on around you. It turns out you are a person behind the scenes helping make the journey of the ring to Mordor possible.
Oh.
That's a really fun idea. That's interesting.
Maybe we should try this.
Yeah. I wonder if we could play it together. I wonder if that's something we could do as a co-op stream.
Co-op stream? I don't know, but like I'm sure one of our laptops could run it.
Yeah, so we could, if we found a way to sit side by side here and we stream together.
Yeah.
That'd be fun.
Use this code to get 50 in Gingers. I'm dead. Rockmage, we love you.
Rockmage, congratulations on selling out. I hope that one day we're able to sell out so that we can pay our rent.
I mean, I did, but it didn't pay the rent. Thank you, Raid Shadow Legends.
Hey, they give us... Don't...
Oh, no. They gave us...
We got paid.
We got paid.
I got 2 months of games out of it.
That is true.
I played so much Raid Shadow Legends after you got sponsored.
I know. It was fun.
Yeah.
That was a good show. I'm very excited now for new video games.
I'm so excited for tomorrow, y'all. Tomorrow's going to be a fun day for David. I love Disney investor calls because they're always the dumbest way for us to find out about movie entertainment stuff.
And also, Cyberpunk.
Oh, I'm gonna miss all the news.
Because
I'm gonna be playing. Oh God, yeah. Tomorrow, y'all, I'm playing 10 hours of Cyberpunk 2077 with an asterisk. If the game doesn't work,
if the game is too buggy,
if the game is too bugged out for me to enjoy it, I'm not doing 10 hours of bugged out. I might switch to Valhalla for a few hours. If the game works and like I can enjoy it and I'm having a good time with it, from 1 p.m. Eastern until 11 p.m. Eastern, I will be streaming on this channel, Cyberpunk 2077. I'm also streaming tonight with my friend Tommy Tsunami, continuing our Diablo 2 playthrough. We just got to Hell mode, so we're finally at like the hard stuff, and it's been a blast. It's been really tough. Y'all said that I had to go. I let you choose what my skills were going to be, and you said I had to put all of my points into lightning. Which means that I can't do a lot because there's many lightning immune enemies right now. So we're having fun. We're having fun.
I love that. That's like with the Night King. There's a lot of frost resistant enemies because it's a cold place.
But nothing is immune in Skyrim.
Some things are immune. Yeah, like
Oh, okay. Well then, yeah, have fun.
Well, luckily, like I have
zombies.
I have the zombies, and I do have a mod that gives me a low-level spell that gets through that immunity, but still. Yeah. It's been fun discovering that.
And what time are you going to be live today?
2 p.m.
2 p.m. All right, y'all. That's going to be the end of our show today. Come check out our streams. Please go subscribe to our YouTube channel, youtube.com/c/nerdynightly.
I think we're at 199
We are at 199 subscribers. We're on that march to 1,000, but we need to get to 1,000 to hit the partner program, so we're going to keep plugging that because we want to get there. That we want to be YouTube partners. That is a goal, and so we're gonna try and make that happen. We also are so thankful, as always, to our Patreon supporters over at patreon.com/nerdynightly. Like everything else, if you do /nerdynightly on any social media website, you'll probably find us.
You'll find us.
If you want to become a patron, our lowest tier is $1 a month. That is 25 cents a week, and you get our behind-the-scenes content, as well as a weekly bonus podcast where we get a little bit more personal about what's going on. And
there's also a patron on the Discord channel.
Yeah.
So for $12 a year.
For $12 a year, you can join the
coffees.
Patreon and support the Nerdy Nightly as we continue to make a morning show and many other things. Our Patreon supporters are the reason why this show has been able to go on as long as it has, and will probably be the reason why it continues if it does. When it does, not if. We're not going anywhere. No. Y'all, thank you so much for being here this morning. We will see you in our streams or tomorrow morning for another edition of the Nightly Morning Show.
10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Every weekday. My name's David Webb.
I'm Arielle Edwards.
Do something nerdy tonight.
Bye, guys.
Bye.